how easy or difficult was it to sell India in the 90s, like Syngene that you set up? Like Tech Story, one knows, how difficult it was for Infosys of the world to go sell an idea to the world. So how easy, difficult was it for you to do this from India?
It was very difficult. And it still is very difficult because let's face it, building up credibility in an area where you're not known to be an innovator, but more like a sort of basically a follower, is a difficult challenge. But we had to start telling people that we had these skills and that they could leverage it very effectively for furthering their own pipelines. So I think it was difficult. There is a little bit of a bias towards research services companies from Europe. But I think the pendulum is swinging back to taking us seriously because of the decoupling that is taking place between US and China. I mean, China, let me tell you, actually took advantage of globalization and had suddenly decided to build credibility on scale, on sheer scale and dominance because of that scale. So I think China managed to create that credibility very, very rapidly. So what it gives me, to understand is that you can build, global credibility with sheer scale, which is what our IT software services sector has done. Today, our IT software services sector is so huge in sheer numbers and in the number of companies that operate in this space that we dominate the world. Right? And we've earned the credibility. So much so that even in Hollywood movies, if they want an IT expert, it's an Indian. So I think that's the same kind of credibility we need to build in pharma. In pharma, we have the scale. So we are the generics capital of the world, the pharmacy of the world, whatever we want to call it. But the fact that we don't innovate enough has kind of left us a little behind in terms of that credibility that we need to acquire.
For stories like this, keep following us. From Code to Culture, our podcast. Subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media.